deal. So, I kind of talked about this on the last video, but the last video was more about M shooting a new video off the body thing. And I kind of talked about the whole 50, Dre, Eminem, three-headed monster, whole get down, and what I think about that. Now, I feel like I didn't want to make that video like an hour long, so I wanted to speak about, because yesterday's live stream, shout out to everybody who tuned in for that. Shout out to all the donos. Y'all make this possible. New merch coming soon. October 20th, strictly for the fans drops, huh? Strictly for the fans drops. So, this is what I gotta tell y'all. Why is it important that Eminem, like why is this such a big deal? Eminem, Dr. Dre, and 50 Cent are making music together again. Like I said, I talked about it on my other live stream, but it's taken down by now. You already know. That's why the donations are so important. But anyway, the reason why it's important, there has never been a run like Aftermath's run. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Hold up. Mm-hmm. Yep. About to get right in it. There has never been a run like Aftermath's run. Now, I like to break down music in dynasties. There's been a few dynasties. Now, a dynasty and a rap group, don't get those confused, right? So, for instance, a dynasty almost can't be a rap group. So, a dynasty isn't Mobb Deep because they're a group and they drop CDs. A dynasty, that's why Wu-Tang is a little shaky when you think about them if they're a dynasty or not, because they're more of a rap group. I feel like a dynasty, they have to be able to not be considered a group, because Wu-Tang is considered a group, right? And but you could also consider them a dynasty. Dynasties are more like Cash Money, where it's Wayne. I mean, let's talk about Cash Money first, where it's Lil Wayne, Juvenile, Manny Fresh, Baby. That's a dynasty. And then Turk and all them too. Okay. Young Money, Wayne, Drake, Nicki. It only take about 3 to make a dynasty. That's a dynasty. Let's think here. Def Jam. Def Jam's hard to do because Def Jam really is like everybody in rap at a point. So that's not really fair. But Rockefeller. Rockefeller's not a dynasty. I'm tripping. I almost said Rockefeller and I stopped and thought about it for a second. This is why Rockefeller isn't a dynasty. Nobody besides Jay-Z had the impact that Jay-Z had. For a dynasty, you have to have equal or greater impact by everybody. Okay, for instance, Chronic. Let's talk about Aftermath. Chronic, the impact that had on hip-hop is still to this day. Chronic 2000, the Up in Smoke tour. Those were, and Beats by Dre. Those are 3 things. And then also you can throw Kendrick into Aftermath too now. Who is touching Aftermath? For real. Just keep it a buck. Anyway, so if you're making money as a team, but if you're making it as individuals just as much as you're making a team, Aftermath. Okay, let's go back to Dre. Chronic, Chronic 2000, Up in Smoke, and all the things that he's done for hip-hop. Boom. Nobody's arguing that. Let's talk about 50. Get Rich or Die Trying broke history, made history in hip-hop. G-Unit made history in hip-hop. G-Unit sneakers, remember the wife beaters that everybody was wearing? G-Unit clothing made a huge impact. 50 Cent himself made a giant impact in the club, made a giant impact. 50 Cent came back and said, okay, it's time to be a gangster again. Changed the whole climate of music. Now, I look at all dynasties I judge them by how each of the people impacted music. Oh, I'm in my bag. I'm in my bag. And then M, how many times Diamond does M gotta go? So the reason why I don't count Rockefeller is because outside of Jay-Z, now Jay-Z is, if not the most influential person in hip hop, definitely one of them. But besides Jay, did Meth Bleak really change the culture? Nah. Did Beanie? A little bit more. You got a little bit more of an argument for him, but nah, not really. And who else? Chris and Neef? Nah, we're gonna go ahead and throw Rockefeller out there because that's just Jay. Who else? What else is there? There's Young Money, No Limit. Now, No Limit got Master P, Silk, Mystical, C Murder, Romeo. Okay, that's a little bit better of an argument, but just listen to the accolades that I said for Aftermath. Diamond albums. I think all of them have diamond albums. The amount of awards, even though F those awards, we don't care about them, but the awards that they got. The impact that they made on culture and the impact that they made outside of this culture, outside of hip hop. Each of these people made giant impacts outside of hip hop, as much as, maybe not as much, but just as they did inside. Think about it. When 50 Cent dropped Get Rich or Die Trying, go shawty, it's your birthday, you couldn't find a person who wasn't reciting that. You couldn't find a person who wasn't rocking with that song. White, black, brown, purple, speckled, zebra stripe. You couldn't find anybody who wasn't rocking with 50. Come on. 21 questions, and they all about us. What we talking about here? Would you love me on the Bentley? Would you love me on the bus? What we talking about here? We talking about Dr. Dre. We talking about The Chronic. Dog, each of those people alone, here's the craziest part. Here's how you look at who is the craziest dynasty. It's kind of like the dynasty talk. This is why it's so important why Eminem and Dr. Dre are making a song together. Because we've never had a trio like this in hip-hop. Let's say it again. We have never, ever in life had a trio like this in hip-hop. I told y'all, and then here's the crazy part, amongst all of these people selling as much as they sold, moving the units they sold, internet. Now, mind you, I'm Nigerian. I've been in Nigeria a grip of times. I just went back 2 Decembers ago. Listen, 50 Cent out internationally may be one of the biggest stars, especially in Nigeria. Hey, 50 Cent. I like 50 Cent very well. He is very good, though. So I'm saying, who else had the impact of all three of them? Like, I damn near can't think of somebody who had an impact of one of them together. Because who we compare, okay, let's just compare Young Money. Because Young Money to me right now is the best people to compare. Can't compare TDE. And here's another thing about TDE. If you're doing TDE, you low-key almost, you damn near have to put Kendrick with Dre M 50, with Dre M and 50. Because it was the Dr. Dre cosign that put Kendrick on. It was the Dr. Dre cosign that got him where he's getting. I've seen him around Dr. Dre, and then he seems like Dr. Dre's protege, especially when he first started, more than anything else. Now, you could put him in TDE, but why? Put him in the Aftermath camp, because pretty sure he signed to Dre. So, I mean, that's how it goes. We're talking about a camp where Obi Trice went platinum. Bruh, listen, it don't matter how much Gutta try. It don't matter what song Gutta put out. It don't matter. Lil Twist could have Jesus Christ featuring on his next song. Jesus Christ himself. Jesus could come down and be, hey, yo, I'm back on this mother spitting like infections, pulling up on the cross. This is the resurrection. He could come in body and Twist ain't going platinum, bro. And I'm not saying Obi Trice is a little twist, but I'm saying these are the lower tier people of them. And that's what Aftermath was good at. At a point, Aftermath, there was no real, everybody was kind of treated like a priority for a second there. Now, I say all that to say this. The reason why it's important, why there's new Dr. Dre, 50 Cent, and Eminem, is because we've never seen a group like them before in hip-hop. They might be the most important, on top of accolades-wise, they might be the most important trio in hip-hop. Because if you remove them, what trio will you remove and lose as much as you lose from removing Aftermath? Just from the history of music. Maybe Def Jam. And that's only because literally everybody was signed to Def Jam at a point. But if you remove Aftermath, you don't get 50 Cent, which is a big ripple, believe it or not. 50 Cent was I don't know why I'd even say believe it or not, you better know if you know hip-hop. If you remove 50, that changes the course of hip-hop. If you remove Eminem, definitely changes the course of hip-hop. And we're not even going to talk about Dre. We're not even going to, we ain't even going to disrespect Dre's legacy by even asking that silly question because, listen, if you remove Dr. Dre, you don't have hip-hop. Let's just keep it a buck. If you remove Dr. Dre, we might still be going, everybody coming through, because we is cool. You know what I'm saying? Because people be like, well, Rakim's the one who did that, which is true, very true. But could you think what would have happened? Maybe we wouldn't be sounding like that, but we'd definitely be sounding like, hey, yo, my pelly pals, spending the pelly pals, wearing on these pelly pals. Like, Eazy-E, NWA, gone. Tupac, gone. Snoop, gone. Chronic, gone. Up in Smoke, gone. Exhibit, gone. You know what you lose by taking Dr. Dre away? Tupac, man. There would be no California love. So that is why it's important. See, this is a longer video. I didn't want to make this a long-ass video. It is important that Eminem, Dr. Dre, and 50 Cent are dropping a song together. The Platinum Trio. The Tree-Headed Monster. Plus, y'all need a mulligan for Crack a Bottle. I don't like Crack a Bottle, really. Wasn't a big fan of it. October 20th, Strictly for the Fans drops. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting the movement. Make sure you go get some merch. You know what I mean? That really does support the movement. Y'all keep this going every day. I swear to you. I swear to you. The only reason I'm able to bring all this content to y'all is because y'all do this. Is because y'all donate. It's because y'all buy the merch. Because y'all keep this going. You know what I mean? So, October 20th, Strictly for the Fans drop. Plus, go check out my Venom video. My Venom video. Screwed Up. Venom Screwed Up. Go check it. They demonetized. I'm not getting paid for it, but it doesn't matter. Just go check it anyway. If you have watched it already, watch it again. Tweet it. Instagram it. All that. I'm watching everybody who does that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I think tomorrow I'm going to be doing a reaction to my Venom reaction. For everybody who's been a fan of this page since the beginning, y'all remember when I used to do like them tongue-in-cheek reactions to my own stuff to pretend like it wasn't me. I really just, because I know people are going to be like people who have no sense of humor and who don't give a, he's reacting to his own music. It's just a way for me to promo. It's just promo. Calm down. Just promoting the song. All right? Calm down. My name is Scru. I'm pretty freaking awesome, but I wouldn't be anything without you, the S.F.J. Nation. What do you expect from the three-headed monster? Fire? Or do we get another Crack a Bottle? Let me know.